Hello and welcome to Revsportz. As I have promised, I will not say where we are because you already know. So, we are right now. You are seeing this in the morning at 10 a.m. So, good morning, guys. And straight up, let's come with practice updates.
Yes, absolutely. The whole team was present in the practice, obviously.
As expected, match day minus 2.
Match day minus 2. And as expected also, that all eyes were on Shafali Verma
Yes.
and Richa Ghosh fitness also.
Yes.
So starting with Richa Ghosh, I think Richa Ghosh started her wicket-keeping drills, initially normal catching drills with support staff, and then obviously under the observation of fielding coach Munish Bali, she had her long wicket-keeping drills the way she always have, she always has ahead of the game, and then followed it up with a batting session also along with Jamie. In one
In the main net, which is at the ground.
That is at the ground. Yes, and after that, all the other players, after the warm up and catching session, completing the catching session, they went to the another nets where two separate nets were there, and Smriti Mandhana and Harmanpreet Kaur, the captain and vice captain duo, batted together in one of the nets, and in the other nets it's where Harleen Dewal and Shafali Verma. Yes, and two sets of different bowlers were also operating, right?
Three sets of bowlers were operating, actually, to be precise.
Yes.
So, in the main nets, which was at the ground itself, there were 4 bowlers. Deepti, you're starting with spinner only. Start with Deepti. Renuka Singh Thakur, Kranti Gaur, Deepti Sharma, and Radha Yadav.
Yes.
In the nets there,
Yes, in the nets there, the nets where Harmanpreet Kaur and Smriti Mandhana were batting, N.C. Charani and Arundhati Reddy were bowling along with some net bowlers and some throw specialists also, throwers also. And then in the other nets, it was Amanjot Kaur and Sneha. Yes, along with some net
again net bowlers. Clearly, I think from what we have seen, the other part which he kind of skipped, there was at least a 10-minute long batting, batters were all surrounded in a huddle, and Amol Majumdar and Smriti Mandhana had a very, very long chat. It's almost like Amol Majumdar was giving that Shah Rukh Khan 70-minute vibe. But we are not 100% sure what they spoke about, but it was only the batting and batting all-rounder group. We tried to think that if that indicates playing 11, but it cannot indicate playing 11 because it also had Uma Chetri. It had everyone other than the bowlers. So I think we cannot really get the playing 11 from there. But going back, I think that was a very, very long chat, Snehasis.
Yes, absolutely. And we are wondering that what will be the topics that are being discussed. Because initially we thought, okay, some discussions are happening just before the starting of the batting net session, but the way it lasted for, as you said, for 10 to 12 minutes, I think some typical discussion have taken place, and maybe
understandably
regarding
so.
the approach, maybe.
Absolutely. I think it must have been regarding the approach, the way Amol Majumdar and Smriti Mandhana spoke. I did not see the captain speaking, but let's say, I'm sure Amol Majumdar and Harman have already prepared what they wanted to say with Smriti chipping in. It was the longest chat, and we had seen this longest chat in, I had seen that in Trent Bridge as well, when India, again, in that match though, Harman was not there because of concussion. So Smriti Mandhana was there along with Amol Majumdar, and they had this kind of a longish chat where they were explaining about the ground dimensions and the wind and all that. So I think the batting group has often had these discussions. We have not seen any of these discussions in the World Cup so far, but come at the hour, come at the discussion. I think a very, very important match. I think for some of them, it's their career's most important game. Could be a make or break, could be one between extension and done with. I mean, even Amol Majumdar's not career as such, but job, I won't say it's at stake, but look, if India goes on to the final and wins it, high chances he'll get another chance or another tenure as a coach. But if India doesn't, same goes for Harmanpreet Kaur. the doors are going to slowly open up for new people and obviously close in on the older ones. But having said that, talk a little on, I'm sure everybody wants to know on Shafali and how was she batting in the nets.
Yes, so as I mentioned that she was batting with, Halindal in one of the nets. So she looked good, I will say. Not that supreme touch or something. She looked good against spinners. She was playing some aerial shots that she's known for, the aggressive approach that Shafali Verma is known for. I can remember one shot to the leg side to Snehasis, and Snehasis was kind of surprised. Okay, that was a very good shot. And against a pacer also, a medium pacer net bowler was there. She hit him for a 6, I will say, to the leg side also. Just a flick to the leg side. So she looked good in touch, and she also tried some innovative shots. Some reverse sweeps and all, but that didn't come that well for her. But still, that is what Shafali Verma is. She will come up with those innovative shots here and there, and she is known for that. So now let's see, another practice session will be today. So
yes, it will be later in the day today,
Yes.
in the afternoon actually.
Yes.
So
let's see whether she
it
comes
has
or
been
not.
a pattern with the Indian team, in the match day -2 they take the evening session, match day -1 they take the morning session.
Yes.
I think today it will be optional practice, of course. With press conference, it will be interesting if they send Shafali for the press conference. Could be Herman as well.
Maybe, let's hope. Hope.
The confidence there you can see is not there. But coming to the nets, inside the main venue, the main nets basically, Jemmy and Richa were batting. Richa actually took a little bit of throwdown before that. Seemed a little in discomfort as far as her finger is concerned. But then eventually after she went inside the nets, and what they were doing is, so one over each, Richa and Jemmy were facing alternatively, and the bowlers obviously were changing, one over from Renuka, then one over from Kranti, then one over from Radha, and then one over from Deepti. So that was happening, and Renuka was very actively setting fields
For everyone.
for everyone. Kranti was bowling a lot of short balls, and
Yes.
you could see that she was trying the bouncer. So against Australia, she's definitely going to go for the bouncer, keeping her deep square leg and keeping her deep mid wicket and a deep square leg, or maybe a square leg and deep fine leg, and she will be bowling a lot of those short balls. That's about it from India
Yes.
practice, and usual Smriti Mandana, Harleen Deol,
Everyone had their skill.
it's the
Play with
usual.
the bat and ball.
Yes, but I think one big update from the Australian camp.
Yes, absolutely. Elisa Healy looked in a better shape, I will say. Better condition in terms of fitness.
She was middling those
She
balls.
was middling those balls. She had a long batting session.
She had a long keeping session as well.
Yeah, that's the most important thing, I will say. When she is having the long keeping session also, I think that's the most positive thing for Australia. Not so good for India. Yes, but ahead of the batting session, before the batting session, she also had a fitness test.
Yes.
Cones were put in, and while wearing the pads, she had to run in between them. So that was a fitness test, and after that only she had a batting session also. So I think things are looking quite good for the Australian captain. I think tomorrow again they had a not today. Yes, today they will have a practice session from 6 to 9 p.m. Again, eyes will be there whether she comes or not. So I think if she comes, and if she looks that good, I think there is a high chance that she is making a comeback against India.
Yeah, I think she's going to play the semis. From what I saw in the practice today, it seems she's absolutely comfortable, and I saw 2-3 drives. I'm not liking that as someone, as an Indian journalist. It's tough to
we remember
like
the
that.
innings that she played already.
I don't even want to remember that. So yeah, that's about it. Apart from that, I don't think Australia. The other thing that, of course, I did not see Beth Mooney do a lot of keeping. That part is also there. So
Yes.
it somewhere indicates that Healy probably would be back. Other than that, the usual practice sessions, I think by now, all of them, just a bit of knocking, a bit of net practice, and then fielding practices, high catches,
Sharp catching session.
sharp catching session. I think everyone was there in a mid-wicket angle, and Munish Bali was hitting the ball. I mean, he was pulling the balls actually. He was doing the practicing those pull shots, and the girls had to take the catch. Shafali did drop a few in the beginning, but when she came to the high catches, she was, she was good, and she took most of them. That's about it from us.
Yes.
As of now, we will join you again at 3 p.m. with more updates and more whatever we get from here.
How the excitement is building.
How the excitement is building up. As of now, take care and keep watching Revsportz.
Absolutely. Thank you.